Let's hop right into it. Yapper, get yapping.
Absolutely.
Okay, give us the rundown, William.
Ooh, very loud. For me. I see.
Why is he? Why is he muted again? I didn't mute him. In fact, I explicitly unmuted him.
Let's see.
There you go.
There we are.
I fixed it.
So, last session. Great old time last session you two had.
Yeah, a wild goose chase that resulted in us blowing up the city.
Yeah.
Straight up almost dying.
Yeah. Listen, you reconvened, had a chat about possibilities of the explosive, and you went in two different directions to do a bit of investigation. Percy, you went to... What was it called? Oh, what was the place?
Fuck.
I've got it. I'm going to find it. It's in my notes. It's in here somewhere.
It was a casino.
It was a casino. It's the Hustler's Haven.
Hustler's
Oh.
Haven. That's
gotta go back there.
Absolutely. It'll be our stomping grounds before long.
I can only hope. You went to the Hustler's Haven, undercover, found a guy. I can't remember what his name was, to be perfectly honest. Rolf. Rolf, who was a slightly more competent criminal and, by proxy of being a criminal, member of the web.
Mm-hmm.
You
Like
arranged.
I don't care about gang politics. You work
Yeah.
for the web.
But through enough connections, yes, he does technically work for the web. Kind of. If you squint. It's close enough, though, for what you were working for. And you convinced him to set up a meeting with a higher-up at the Harbour Watch Tower. Meanwhile, Carlos, you did some investigation in the Arcanists ward.
Damn right.
You met up with an old friend, your old teacher, and he told you, being the alchemist teacher at the college, that there was a lot of arcane root that had gone missing recently. A substance which is known to be benign. It doesn't do anything other than faintly glow.
People kept trying to fucking smoke it though.
They kept trying to smoke it, but to no avail. They got a bit glowy when they did so, but not much more. A shame. A great shame.
A great shame.
Coming back to the manor, you did some more research on arcane root, and you discovered, Carlos, that it has a very distinct magical signature, which can be seen with detect magic and other such spells. Percy, when you returned, you confirmed this with detect magic.
And you emphasized just how distinct it was.
Very, very distinct.
Especially with my fucking, what was it, like 29, 31.
Yeah, you rolled a really high check.
And you basically directly told us to investigate that signature.
Yes. Yes.
Knowing damn well what it would do.
Yes. I hadn't expected you to roll so high. Oh.
So my high rolls fucked us.
You both flew too close to the sun. You were so good that it was bad.
God damn it, Icarus. I thought deleting all of my quotes of you was something good.
Apparently it didn't.
Percarus and Icarus.
Yeah, Pergolos and the Carlos.
Sure.
Flew
We'll
too
go
close
with
to the sun on metal wings. The metal wings were atomized. Oh well. Carlos, after that, I think you that was the end of that day. Took a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Carlos, you went back to the college, found Alexander, our good old buddy, whose accent I totally remembered and didn't forget a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Couldn't be me. Ridiculous. Preposterous. And you got him, you enlisted him into helping with investigating the arcane root and its significance. You were under the suspicion that perhaps the root could be used as a trigger. So Alexander followed that line of thought and tried to find its
Honestly,
conclusion.
an excellent deduction on our part.
It's a pretty good deduction. It's pretty good, pretty bloody good
That in no
deduction.
way led us right into a
Yeah.
terrible situation.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Percy, you went to the Harbour Watch Tower for that meeting later in the night. It was taking Alexander a long time. Carlos was patient, though. Good job. That saved you that
Always.
patience. Really did.
Yep. Sure.
When you got to the tower, Percy, you found it empty, devoid of any magic that you could see with a detect magic, 30-foot radius.
Mhm.
You ascended the tower to find Rolf dead, seemingly having been poisoned. He had bile and froth coming out of his mouth. Likely poisoned. You can make a wild guess there.
An assumption should be fine.
An assumption can be made, and listen, I'm not going to punish you for that, funnily enough. Right as you were... right as you were going through all that, Alexander finally made a breakthrough and realised the signature. It was spread out all across the city under very distinct locations, underground.
Mhm.
And at that moment, they detonated. Dozens of places across the city. The tower being one of them. So, yeah.
Very lucky rolls to escape the danger of the tower, though.
I
I don't know how you survived.
So close to dying, dude. I was so fucked.
If you had not succeeded that last saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh.
I assume Alexander would have teleported me back nonetheless, but I would have been dead.
Who can say? Who can say? You didn't die. That's all that matters right now.
Didn't die.
You survived, barely.
Heyo.
Alexander teleported you away from the rubble, and gathered together, you all agreed that probably good to go undercover, lay low for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You were obviously being targeted.
Yeah.
Alexander cast seeming on you all, changing your appearances, or on you both.
Yes.
Changed your appearance into not what you look like.
Different people.
Different people, yes.
Wow.
Wow. After that, you spent a night on the streets because Dragonheart Manor blew up. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Causing the deaths of 2 of the servants there.
Totally not our fault.
Yeah, totally not your fault. Ooh. That night, late that night, you were visited by Radovan Targalov once more, Percy. The Carlos, you were there as well. The leader of the Baal Verzi, the Guild of Assassins here in Amathia. Baal Verzi stretch all across Nagathir, but in Amathia he's head honcho.
He's top dog.
He's top dog. And he offered a little bit of help. Just a little bit for the newest recruit.
Mhm.
He told you to seek out Vivian, a person you had known briefly, Percy. Briefly. Though to be fair, it's only marginally less than you've known the party at this point. It's only been like a month.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like been months.
No, it's not plural.
No,
It's
it's-
singular.
It's been
a single
I
month.
think at this point, it's been a couple days less than a month.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's been
I'm
a long
sure
month for
fucking
Mercy.
Celine would know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we checked. Don't worry.
Like the difference between what Percy looks like on my first drawing and the newest one is literally
It's
like 2
fucking
weeks.
hilarious.
It's like
It's
2
2
weeks.
What 2 weeks of going with the Sunderlands?
Yeah.
Little cunt.
Poor Percy. Poor lad.
Like he's genuinely not even in like that terrible a situation compared to some other things he like could be in at this point after Randa fell, but like still 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Gave
It's
him the
rough.
5 o'clock shadow and all.
Yeah. It's just been rough for him.
Poor man.
But yeah. Told you to seek out Vivian, who had once been a member of the guild but had left somehow. Not by the willingness of Radovan, obviously. And he told you that if you find her, one, take her out. That's your mission, Percy. But for the both of you, she knows the knowledge of where a web hideout is somewhere. She has some knowledge that you really desperately need.
Yup. You can say that again.
Very much so. And so, the next morning, after finishing your long rest, you decided that your best bet of finding her would be to first find Ornwell, who, as far as you're aware, saw her last. And the last place you saw him was Highmore. And so you returned back to your teleportation circle and Thanos off, teleporting over to Highmore. That's where we're going to bloody pick up, I reckon.
Ugh, I'll never get used to these teleportation circles.
You fucker. You fucker.
Oh.
After shaking off the teleportation sickness, as you say.
Thank you, William.
You're welcome. As you shake off the teleportation sickness, you step foot back in Highmore for the first time in 2 weeks, give or take.
Mhm.
Give or take. And you look around and find that still in a sorry state, to be honest. They've done a lot. They've done a lot of work in these last 2 weeks, but well over 3/4 of the city burned. So there's a lot to rebuild here. As you look around, you find yourself in the gardens of Ravenhall, the Ducal Palace in Highmore, which is mostly untouched by devastation, as well as the rest of the promenade. You see people are walking about the streets now. There are no more corpses piled up on street corners. The rats are down in number, though you can still see them in some alleyways.
Couple still hanging around.
Yeah. And the city looks less grimy, but is still covered in soot. Especially in the higher places where it's hard to clean. Rooftops are blackened. But yeah, as you take in your surroundings, what would you bloody like to do?
Alright, so we're in the gardens of like the big building that Lady Alara would likely live in them now, wouldn't she?
If she becomes Duchess, yes, that's where she would live.
Has that still not been decided?
Not as far as you're aware.
Okay. It might be a good place to start.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta ask the top dog where to find the cool dog.
And plus, without it's doubtful that she's aware of the situation in elsewhere.
Well, quick question.
Mm.
Just so we're on the same page,
Yes.
are we gonna tell her the truth, or are we gonna tell her that it was our fault? Or
I believe it may be best to hold on to that card for just a little while.
oh right. So let's just say the web did it.
The web did do it.
Well, yes, of course.
In response to certain actions, but
No,
that
no, they
that kind
just.
of that kind of setup takes time.
Mm, mm.
All
All
right,
right.
all right.
Story straight.
Webb attacked the city. While we
I'll
were
be back in a
investigating
sec.
them, I believe it should be. Oof. Buy back in a sec.
Damn. It really do be that way. So, Thursdays, am I right?
This is the You reckoned this was the last separate
Last
session.
separate? Last separate session. Yeah, for you.
Hmm, hmm.
So, there's no reckoning about it, it is.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, there would be some decided stuff already
Yeah,
from
so,
the alternates. Um, what would you have done? Okay, I'm just spitballing here.
just spitballing.
What would you have done if we just took the explosives
Sorry, I spilled my drink.
out of the mansion?
Nice one.
Like if we hadn't kept the explosives in the mansion.
Oh, it wasn't those that went off. Don't worry.
Oh, there were others. Okay, cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool,
no.
cool, 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 cool.
What blew up your mansion?
Did you die or did I die?
I died.
I think William died.
Yeah,
Okay.
it happens occasionally.
Oh, yeah, you died because Yappa shut down as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what happened, much like the tower,
Preset explosives.
they were preset in the sewers beneath.
Damn.
Yeah, so...
I'm sure the explosives we brought in didn't help.
They certainly
but-
did not help. No.
Damn.
But yeah,
I'm
what's
just
the plan,
thinking just
guys?
a hilarious like stroke of like me and Luke just being like, yeah, what if, and then just a bunch of like perfectly successful rolls where we sussed out of the explosives and moved them.
Would have changed nothing.
Oh, we missed some. God, guys, you missed
Oh,
some.
you missed some. There was some, like,
Fuck.
in that one place you
Damn.
didn't look, that
Yeah,
was totally
yeah.
there. You just didn't see it. Yeah, totally, guys. Surely.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's the plan?
Okay. The plan is, I feel, we find Lady Alara.
Who is in Wayminster?
Fuck. Mojo, what are you meowing about? Yeah. Great, my cat's going crazy.
Bro's going wild.
Okay. Okay. I forgot that she was still in Wayminster.
Still in Wayminster, yeah. Hopefully she's alright.
Okay. Moving on from that.
Moving on from that. Yep.
Okay, one, we should probably find a place to hunker down. And then from there we can find Ornwell.
I mean, I'm sure he's the sort of fella to hang out in seedy areas. Where there are drugs, there's probably Ornwell.
Mm.
So if we can, pretend to be looking for something fun, some sort of drug of some sort, I'm sure we'll find him. Assuming he hasn't moved on.
Right.
Do you two still have your medals?
Yeah, I don't think Percy would have put it down
Probably.
anyway.
Then the people here recognize you. Or will
Oh.
recognize you.
If we weren't seeming.
If you weren't seeing me. Which would have that only lasts for 8 hours, I think. So that wore off a while ago.
Damn. Okay. All right. Seedy areas it is then.
Yeah. Sure.
All right. I guess we make our way to the sort of more rundown areas.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to find.
I bet. I bet.
Yeah. You you leave Ravenhall behind you, walk through the promenade, having a right old stroll. You see, as people walk by, they recognise you. A few you kind of vaguely recognise, maybe you saw or briefly talked to back when you're in Highmore. For whatever reason, there are a few occasions. Uh, you are afforded, so it seems, a lot of respect. Occasionally, people run up with a few flowers. Uh, some people rather formally bow at your passing. The people here seem very grateful.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Uh,
I'm gonna go up to someone who looks a little worse off than the rest. Someone who's showing some level of appreciation, but not a highborn by any means.
it's only really the highborn here.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, in the promenade, this is the
Oh, wait.
nobles sector. But as you
Alright, alright.
approach the River Sleader and that great bridge which spans across it, you look out across it over at the Warrens.
Alright.
Probably better over there.
Let's give it a go.
Walking in, it's like stepping into a completely different world. Most buildings lie in ruins, blackened and full of choking ash. Some amount of buildings have been rebuilt shoddily out of wood. They're more like shacks, giving the effect of really a shanty town. This reminds you very heavily, Percy, of the Dredges, your home. Except without the seawater.
Yeah,
Exploded buildings and all.
he's just gonna just like hands in his like coat pockets, and he's just like slouched over as he's walking. He's not looking happy.
Yeah. The people here as well, they're also blackened by it's what you would expect from like a mining town. You know, the weary guys with picks and all that, but instead of picks, it's hammers.
Yeah.
It's a humbling sight, to say the least.
Are the people here showing us the same amount of respect?
More so. They recognise you more. They recognise you better. These are the people that you stayed with briefly in Bergenworth. You helped them evacuate. Some of them, very, very few, will salute at you. These are the ones who joined the rebellion.
Oh, gotcha.
You can see that they've kind of cobbled together their own personal military uniforms, and it seems they've taken positions of prominence here in the Warrens. You can see them organising the rebuilding efforts. It seems like a new sort of order has taken place here, one devoid of the nobles. It's like it's two different cities.
So he's probably gonna like just mentally take note of the guys in uniform.
Yeah. But yeah, as I said, they all immediately recognise that you. And you would recognise them a bit better as well. Some you may even vaguely remember by name.
I mean, these are the guys that we spent like days, weeks with, right?
Yeah. And some of them you even see, very, very few, were the ones rescued from the prison.
Oh.
Alongside Alara.
Are there deserter guards here as well?
Not that you can see. In fact, you can't really see a guard presence, as you knew the guards in their traditional Highmore uniforms here in the Warrens at all. It's people in these new put together uniforms that patrol. They don't wield swords, they wield cudgels. They don't wear chainmail, they wear leather armor. But they are plentiful. There are a lot of them, and they seem very determined on their jobs.
Okay.
I am going to go up to one of these gentlemen.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Saluting you.
I'm. Oh, at ease, soldier. I'm looking for an acquaintance of ours. Big fella, sort of turtleish complexion.
Ah, Ornwell.
That's the one.
Yes. He won't be difficult to find.
Oh, I'm sure. Do you mind pointing us in the right direction?
Absolutely. If you keep heading this direction, turn left, second right, straight on. You can't miss it.
Thank you very, very much, and thank you for everything you're doing for this place.
No, sir, thank you. Without you, all of you, well,
Oh, please. You guys are the real heroes.
well, thank you.
I'm going to follow his directions.
Absolutely. Easy enough to
Percy
follow.
will as well.
And as you approach your destination, it becomes quite obvious where you're going. It was once a brothel.
Hmm.
You can see the gaudy sign, with some questionable imagery, has been taken down, and it's resting beside the building. And a new one has taken place, naming this the Ornwell Emporium.
Oh, dear God.
Oh,
It's one of the biggest buildings still standing. It's one of the original buildings, and it's about 3 stories high. It towers over basically all the other buildings in the Warrens, what's left of
Oh,
them.
my God. The
Uh,
Ornwell Emporium? What
and
the fuck is this
this is
there's
place?
a
not good.
fairly steady flow of people going in and out of the Emporium.
Some sort of drug den? Dispensary? What is going on? I'm gonna go in.
Yeah. Approaching the front door, you find that there's actually a bouncer here. It's a rather large-looking Goliath individual with these
No.
very frowny eyes.
I think I've got.
Well, who we got here?
Oh, g'day there. My name's Carlos. I'm an old friend of Ornwell's.
Ornwell's friend, you say?
That's right. And what's your name, good sir?
They call me Norman.
Oh, I knew it, I knew it, I fucking knew it.
Norman the Doorman.
Norman the Doorman, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And yours, short person?
Oh, please, Carlos is fine.
Carlos. And you?
Percy,
Percy.
acquaintance of Ornwell.
I see. You better go in then.
Thank you very much, Norman.
Thanks, Norman.
As he steps aside, and you begin to go on past, Norman's hand suddenly grips onto your shoulder, Carlos.
Oh,
Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
I don't know. Haven't I seen you somewhere before? Have I seen this gentleman before?
Now that you think about it, Norman the Doorman. You know what? That name does ring a bell.
It really does.
Your birthday.
Oh, no.
You went to a,
Oh,
travelling carnival that was in town. And you remember seeing a rather peculiar act from a Goliath. It's the same one.
oh my God. He was the scare guy, wasn't he?
He was. He was in the House of Horror, but it was just him.
You know what? I bloody remember you, Norman. You scared us right good, didn't you?
Oh, yes. Back from my days when I was with the troop.
Oh, that would have been some fun, eh?
Yes, good fun.
Imagine scaring people for money. That is life.
It would be if they paid me nicely.
Mm. I
Yes.
feel that.
Yes, terrible payment. Carlos, we need to go.
Oh, yeah, it was a pleasure. We should reconnect sometime, maybe over some beer.
Yes, that is a good idea.
Well,
Please.
if you're gonna stay here, I'll know where to find you.
Yes. Mr. Ornwell gives me good money to guard this door.
I bet. I hear the title of doorman does not come by easy.
No, I earned it.
Carlos.
Oh, right. Well, it was a pleasure. Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye. And he opens the door for you.
Sorry, just had a little bit of a chinwag.
Hmm.
Anyhow, we enter.
See him.
Entering in, you don't know what the hell this place is.
Oh, great.
You can see in the far left corner is a gift shop. On the right,
Gift shop.
yeah, a gift shop. Oh, don't worry, it's branded.
Wonderful.
You can see there are rags with hastily stitched on the front. And when I say rags, I mean clothing. Hastily stitched on the front is what looks to be the head of a turtle.
Dear God.
It's really
An
poorly.
attempt at a turtle.
It's an attempt at a turtle. It's not a great attempt. They did place more emphasis on getting the clothes than Ornwell's face, but they most certainly tried to get the face. They're selling very cheaply, and a lot of people are going there buying some clothes. You can see some basic provisions. You can see one old woman is grabbing a stick of butter with a stick of butter with Ornwell's face stamped onto its top.
Oh, great. That's weed butter.
Butter.
On the right of this floor, at least, you can see a row of desks with people working, and there are people lining up talking to these people at the desks. They're doing paperwork of some kind. It's hard to tell exactly just from looking what that's for. And you can see more people in here, half orcs, a few more Goliaths, dwarves, lots of burly looking men guarding the place.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can see there are stairs leading up, but that's restricted access for employees only.
I'm very curious as to what this place is. I'm going to go up to one of the people at the desks.
Yeah, you have to wait in line a little bit. It's a good few people coming in here for some reason.
Can we overhear what people are talking to the desk clerks about?
Yeah, do you want to make a perception check for me?
Absolutely. 6.
Should
6.
I help? Or...
Too late
think
now.
I
He's
actually-
told me his role.
Darn it.
Darn. Drats. There's a lot of people in here chatting. There are a few benches around where people hang about, loitering. It's really loud. It's hard to pinpoint what those people are talking about. But waiting in line for a few minutes is not like a terribly long way. You're not waiting in line for hours.
Yeah.
You eventually come up to one of the desks and the person behind it, a tired-looking woman. She looks like she's been working for a few hours now, a good few hours. Oh, you here to sign the petition?
I came here to inquire as to what the petition is for.
I see. She finally looks up properly at you, and her eyes widen, seeing the medal pinned on you. Oh, I hadn't realised.
Oh, please don't worry about it at all. We're here for the big man.
I see. Well, and she looks frantically to one of her co-workers who's taking a break right now. You can see he's drinking something. She gestures for him to bolt upstairs, and he does upon seeing you as well.
Drinking on his break. What a guy.
Yeah. I'd be happy to explain. Mr. Ornwell, has become rather a figure of leadership in the community of the Warrens
I can
recently.
see.
Yeah, it
Yes.
seems to be the case.
And
Don't
so,
tell me old Ornwell's become a philanthropist.
yes, I think that's probably one of the words you could use to describe him.
Remarkable.
And, well, we've had duchesses before, we've had dukes, but we are gathering all the signatures of the people of the Warrens to petition the king to instate Ornwell as the mayor of Highmore,
Oh,
underneath the next duke or duchess, of course. But to
I
work
think-
with them.
I honestly think that is the best idea that anyone in this country has had for a long time.
I'm happy to hear your approval. We thought so as well.
Percy's
I-
just gonna give like a very like pointed stare at like the store behind him, and just go. And this mayor of yours is going to have merchandise.
Well, yes, it's to spread word, but we prioritise selling basic provisions cheaply.
Well, I'd like to see that petition, if you wouldn't mind.
Absolutely. And she flicks through a few sheafs of paper before pulling out one. You see, a lot of people have already signed this. Here, this is just one of our papers. We have many now in storage. A lot of people have come to agree with this petition.
Yeah, I can see that. I am going to scribble my name there.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to scribble down Tepin Casement and Isla and Cassandra and Lawrence.
And Percy is very pointedly not going to sign.
I'm going to sign on behalf of Percy unless he wishes to stop me.
Yeah, no, he's just going to like shake his head at you.
Fine, I don't sign on behalf of Percy, but everyone else. And Vincent Dubois as well.
Naturally, yeah. Naturally.
May as
I-
well just go to Lady Alara.
I would do
Oh,
the king,
God.
but I don't think I can get away with
I
that.
don't think you can get away with that. I think you might come into a little bit of trouble there.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I've already impersonated one queen signature.
True.
Don't forget, this is a petition to the king.
Oh, yeah, of course.
His own name shows up, and he's just like, "When the fuck did I sign this?"
I think you might be a little
Uh.
confused, yeah.
It was just on a bender. Anyhow, I
You
guess
actually
we'll
do
wait.
spot a few drunken scrawlings of King Bong, King Borgan,
King
King
Bong.
Borg,
A
King
bunch
Gorm.
of illiterate people trying to get the king's name down pat.
Illiterate
Oh,
and drunk.
Jesus.
Illiterate
It's a
and
horrifying
The
mixture of
best-
both.
and
best
likely a
combination.
little high.
Just a little, yeah.
And you already know that none of them have their pen license.
None of them have their
Dude,
damn pen
no
license.
pen license?
Jesus
It's like
Christ.
scribbled in charcoal.
That's such a massive L to not have a pen license.
Honestly. But yeah, after your impersonation, Carlos,
Light
a
impersonation.
light impersonation.
And I'm sure they'd be on board anyway. I'm just saving them the time that it would take for them to return here.
Of course, of
Exactly.
course.
Naturally. That employee who'd gone running upstairs has come running back down now. Mr. Carlos and Percy,
Hmm.
he will see you now.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
Percy's just gonna give like a nod and just walk past. He's still like hunched over, hands in his pockets, does not look happy about being here or just kind of existing in general at this point.
Fair. Going upstairs, the guy follows with you. You go past the first floor, which is locked up, and continue on up to the second.
First floor is locked.
Indeed, it is.
Drug farm.
Brothel.
Who's
Or
to say? Why not both?
Potentially both.
We know Ornwell. We know his tricks. But yeah, you're led all the way upstairs to the top floor, the second floor, and through into what, of course, this once being a brothel, lots of bedrooms up here, which have now been converted into offices. They seem to be taking this actually quite seriously. This isn't just a half-assed attempt. Ornwell's actually genuinely running for mayor.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Good on him.
Percy's like glare that he's had since he entered the building almost like isn't gone, but he's like more appraising it now than just like outright disapproving.
Now that it's not just what looks to be a sham.
Percy's probably seen many people who are very rich come into the slums and try to make it better.
That's true. It's true. It happens a lot.
They remain the slums.
The dredges, funnily enough, have not changed much, other than the explosion.
Other than the explosion.
Other than that, it's mostly the
Other
same.
than that. And that technically wasn't.
That wasn't actually in the dredges.
Yeah.
There was just a bit of debris.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are led to the largest office where the guy knocks, knock, 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 and you hear a voice, "Enter!" Rather regal, kind of, and booming voice. The guy opens the door and then steps back for you to have a private meeting.
Cheers.
Hello.
As you walk in, you find the room has been painted hot pink, all across the walls.
Naturally.
Ornwell sits at a large, sturdy desk. You can see there is still, funnily enough, a bed tucked off to the side of the room, but in the side, off in the corner. Ornwell sits at his chair with a scorched, but still lovely enough, bathrobe draped across his shell.
Oh my god.
Cigar, of course, in mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Well. If it ain't my favourite too.
Hello, Ornwell.
Why, hello,
Percy's
hello,
just gonna
Carlos.
do like a pulse of detect magic while he's there.
Sure. There's a bit of magic in Ornwell's shell. There's a bit of magic on the door, and that's about it.
Okay, Percy's gonna very much move away from the door.
You're rather the suspicious sort now, Percy. Something wrong with my door?
Had some bad experiences lately. I'd rather play it safe.
Well then, let me ease your worries. It's been enchanted so nobody can listen in. The room is just filled with smoke. You notice it now. It's hotboxed.
Oh, brilliant.
Prestidigitation. Give me some clean fucking air.
Yeah, you have to continually cast it around yourself, but you do manage to get clean air.
No. Boring.
Oh, where are my manners? And he does push a window open.
All right, Mr. Ornwell. I'm afraid that we're not here for pleasure, unfortunately. We are here for business.
Well, I am a man of business, as you can likely tell.
Very true. And on that note, I did want to congratulate you very briefly for your running for mayor.
Well, it's been an uphill battle. Mayors ain't a thing here in Amethia, backwards country.
Seems like you've got a lot of people on board, which is nice.
Well, these people have had some negative experiences with their dukes and duchesses.
Sure
Yes, they have.
Sure, you're quite familiar, Percy, having, as well as I, been born in the dredges.
Percy's just gonna he's like full on just sort of pacing around the room, like looking out the window. He's like on edge right now, but he just nods and.
You actually see Percy as you're pacing around the room. Before it was covered by the smoke, but there is a poster. Let me just check.
Do you have?
I don't have one prepared, sadly. But it's in the style of, Che Guevara.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of these, but with Orwell's face instead.
Oh my god. Brilliant.
Percy's just gonna like look at it with like disgust almost.
It's really bad. Like you can't help but cringe, Percy. It's
Just
Just not tasteful in the
it's
slightest.
it's so tasteless. It's so tasteless. Yeah.
Now, I feel like I'm sort of a tag along. This is sort of your business, Percy. So, if you wouldn't mind taking it away.
yeah. Well, I'm looking for someone, and I'm hoping you may be able to help me with it.
Well, anything for my old friend. Who are you looking for?
Vivian.
I see.
I lost track of a lot after Randafell.
I can understand that. You had quite the experience, so I hear.
You do you?
Well, yes, you told me.
I did. I forgot that actually. Sorry. Just out of character a second. I forgot that I did actually explain.
Remember, Percy, when we were working together, like 2 weeks ago? Yeah, then.
Yeah, yep. Percy 100% does. Kaylin just does not.
Well, honestly, it's quite funny you mentioned Vivian. I saw her yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yes, she came to visit. Signed my petition while she was at it.
Give you any idea where she was headed next?
She gave me a few strange ideas, you could say. She was rather curious about you, Percy, and your new friends.
I wouldn't call them that.
What,
He's
us?
standing right there, Percy. Have some manners.
That's uncalled for, mate.
Thought he was referring to my other new friends.
I have quite literally no idea what you're talking about, Percy.
You need to stop being so parasocial.
What the Percy doesn't even know what that word means.
Percy grew up in the dredges. Neither does Orwell, to be fair. Figures that
I
the
can-
educated guy would say that.
I can totally see Ornwell just like nodding sagely though. if
Yeah,
does.
he's absolutely nodding as though he knows, and taking a big, big pull of his cigar.
It
That's the one.
means you're friends with someone you don't know.
Oh. Right. Okay, Ornwell. Where did she go? And I need to speak with her.
I'm not too sure that's a good idea, Percy.
Percy's gonna like stomp forward, spear appearing in his hand, just go Ornwell, and then just sort of
Mate.
like
He
freeze.
slams his fist the moment you try that shit on him. He slams his fist into his desk, stands up, towering over you. Now, don't you try that with me, Percy. I am thinking for your own damn safety. Now, sit the hell down.
Like even before he stood up, Percy, like halfway through slamming it, just kind of like froze, like at his own actions, and it just the stand up. I'm just gonna like fail an intimidation check on that.
You can absolutely choose to fail.
Yeah, I'm choosing to just Percy like very visibly the spear just like winks out of existence, and he just kind of like steps back as if like he'd just been like struck. Sorry.
You damn well are, Percy. From what I could tell, it looks like she was trying to kill you.
Vivian.
Why?
Yeah. Well, seems like she found someone to work for. Someone distasteful.
Is that right?
Any idea who?
I do, as a matter of fact, though I'm not sure I want to tell you anymore.
Well, come on, mate. I'm going to produce my alchemy jug and summon a lot of beer for him.
Please make a persuasion check as you
A-
tantalize him just under the
absolutely.
nose with a bit of beer.
Look, if there's one thing I know that he can't resist,
While you do that, Percy, I'm assuming his desk has like chairs on the other side of
persuasion,
it.
sir?
Yeah.
He's just gonna like full Percy's gonna like full Shinji on the chair again. Before sitting back up and just like, you know, that like that tired like stroking of like
Yeah.
the stubble.
Yeah.
Just go. Ornwell, I
Dirty 20, by the way.
Dirty 20, yep.
I need you to tell me about Vivian.
Well, okay. Don't say I don't ever do anything for you.
Never.
Thank you.
As well as asking about you, she told me where to find her if I had anything to report. For the next few days at least, she's staying with a Lord Talbot in the promenade. Ain't never heard of that man before?
Lord Talbot.
Yeah. But she did give me a dress.
Wait, a dress or an address?
And a dress.
All right. Well, are we doing this, Percy?
You can see that like Percy is like elbow on his knee, like like holding up his head, and he's like full on like shaking at this point. And he's like, Ornwell, can I please have the address?
Why, I'd be more than happy to provide. If perhaps you'd be willing to, a little later, do me a certain favor. Gives you an eyebrow waggle.
Are you going to tell us the nature of this favor now?
I 100% am.
Percy's gonna like just like grip the arms of the chair and go, can I just pay you? I'm done with favors.
Percy, you have been rather rude today, so you're going to consider this, and then when I tell you what the favor is, then you can decide.
Deep breaths, Percy. Let's just get through this. What's the favor, Ornwell?
You see, I've been helping finance the reconstruction of the Warrens, but it's rather expensive. So, I've been conducting some business on the side. Nothing distasteful, don't you worry. Just a bit of smuggling. I have a contact in Wayminster who hasn't been writing me any love letters recently, and when you next go there, if you wouldn't mind checking in on him, that would be mighty helpful.
All right. What's his name?
His name? Let me find it. I'm going, I'm schmoving, I'm on my way.
You got
His
this, you
name,
got this.
I've got this, I only briefly forgot. Some just call him the dealer, but I call him Sir Ian Dalloway.
Ian Dalloway.
Righto.
Don't be fooled by his name, he ain't no noble. But you should find him in the Hustler's Haven, so I hear. A regular.
Uh-huh.
He likes to perform card tricks,
And what is it that you want us to get from him?
just to see what the holdup is. And if you can, convince him to stop the holdup.
All right.
Now, is that so bad?
So pretty much you just want us to go to a casino, talk this fella up, and get him to resume business with you.
That's all I need. If
See?
he's unwilling to do business, then he's unwilling. I just need the know-how.
That's not so bad, is it, Percy? That's a 5-minute trip.
You can
Fine,
do that
yes.
after
Yeah,
your business
exactly,
here is
after.
concluded.
Deal. Fine. Deal.
Well, Percy, for it to be a deal, you're gonna have to shake on it.
You'll have to forgive me. I've long given up shaking hands.
Well, I suppose I can forgive you this once. And he moves his hand from pointing towards you, Percy, towards you, Carlos.
I shake it vigorously.
Good. A deal's a deal. Now, you were after that Lord Talbot's address?
Mm.
Here. And he opens a drawer, pulls out a small piece of paper, having already written it down, and hands it to you.
Grab the paper. What does it say?
An address?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
All right.
I thought you were going to give us one, but I assume it's just an address.
It's an address.
Unimportant.
It's an unimportant detail.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't think we need to stick around any longer. If I return, Ornwell, it will be... Well, it will be for pleasure.
I cannot wait to see it.
I'll bring drugs.
That's what I love to hear, Carlos.
Oh, don't sigh like that, Mr. P.I.
Percy's going to just turn around and make his way to the door. But right before he crosses over, he's just going to turn back and go, "Sorry."
You damn well better be. I won't forget this, Percy.
As we're walking out, I'm just going to turn to Percy. What is with that stick up your ass? What's going on?
I'm sorry, Carlos. I have not had a good time of it recently, and I am sorry for jeopardizing this.
Look, mate, I get it, alright? This isn't my first time blowing up bits of Wayminster. And it's not a fucking good feeling, but we've got to just put it on the back burner while we get business sorted, get this obstacle out of the way, and then we can take some time to process all that shit. I know it's not ideal, but look, we've just got to get our priorities straight for the moment. I know it's fucking difficult.
There is a moment where just from his face, there is a moment where you're worried he's about to outright just punch you, but he doesn't.
Wouldn't be the first time.
He doesn't, and it you can see just fists balling and just fine. I'll deal with it later. Fine. Let's go. This whole place is familiar, and I don't like it.
Well, we'll be out of here soon enough. Let's just go to the address, find this bitch, fucking get some information, murk her, then we're done.
Okay.
And he takes like several like deep breaths in and out, and then just okay, let's do it.
Very good. Assume you're gonna head straight there?
I guess so. I mean, we don't really have anything else to do.
Not really, no.
Fair enough.
Where's Alexander during this?
He's been with you. Just been silently taking everything in.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, okay, cool.
He'd
I didn't
stayed
realize this was-
downstairs for the meeting with Ornwell. He'd been speaking to some of the people downstairs,
Mm,
gathering information, as it were.
good on him.
What can I say? He's an inquisitive guy. Very
So-
curious.
Alexander,
Yes, Carlos?
are you putting your name down?
I will wait for a little bit before I decide.
Playing hard to get, are we?
I am not necessarily against the idea of the Warrens having a mayor. It is probably a good idea, in fact. But Ornwell?
I think it's a brilliant idea, and they couldn't have picked someone more trustworthy.
We will see.
He's on the up and up.
At least he is dedicated to the cause, I will say that. He has been an active member in the community, so I hear.
Well, what more can you ask for?
What more indeed?
Alright, well, we have an address, so we should probably start heading over and, well, preparing to,
Yeah.
extract information and then terminate.
You know where she is?
We have a lead.
I see.
Address that should be where she's staying.
Where is it? You can just tell
The
her
promenade.
Show
address.
him the address.
Yeah.
Tell him it's the Lord
Talbot,
Talbot.
is what he said. Lord Talbot?
Heard of him?
He doesn't say anything, but if you wish, you may make an insight check.
I do
Absolutely.
You do wish. One might wish that indeed.
wish. Insight?
Insight, yes.
23.
23, yep.
17.
17. It's a bit harder to read for you, Percy. Your emotions are still running quite high.
Mhm.
But Carlos... Alexander looks a little confused.
You all right there, mate?
No, it is nothing. It's just... Well... There is no Lord Talbot. This address, it does lead to a place in the promenade, yes, but it's abandoned. No one's lived there for years, I think.
Interesting.
Percy is gonna like fully tense at that, and just look back and go, "Are you still capable of tracking the arcane route?"
Yes, I should be able to find it quicker and easier now that I am familiar with it. Do you
Before
wish
we
for me
go
to do that?
Yes, please.
He nods and then, as you're walking, diverts into an empty alleyway. If you'll please give me a minute, gentlemen, I shall have your answer for you.
The plot thickens.
After about 10 minutes of going through this ritual, that's just how long the ritual takes, he eventually comes out of it and reports back. I can confirm that there is no use of there's no major arcane root presence here in Highmore. A little bit here and there, but not like it was in Wayminster.
Alright, we're safe, Percy. Well, relatively speaking. From that, at least.
Alexander, can you do that while walking, or do we have to stop?
I would have to stop. It's an intensive ritual.
Okay.
I think we're good because when we did it before, he was able to get it all throughout Wayminster.
Even was he able to sense the one that was in the box?
Do you? Oh, yeah, you can ask him if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to, because we put it in like a box that they shouldn't have been able to see through. So I'd personally just go went during the original like search for them. What was there one inside the mansion?
When I could pass through the many different scents, I suppose you could call them. Yes, I could tell where all the bombs had been placed. The bombs had a particular taste to them.
Even through the
could say.
box.
Not through the box, no. When it was open, I could sense it, but when I closed it, I could not sense it, no.
Okay. Okay.
But I could tell where the bombs were eventually. They were not just pure arcane root, they had other tastes, other smells mixed in with them. I do not believe, I hope, that it should not be possible to construct a bomb surrounded by lead casings. By the nature of magic, it could not be accessed, it would be docile until opened.
Needs a route in to be activated.
Exactly.
That allows it to be located.
It is just a lore of arcane magic. There is no bypassing it.
Okay. Percy like full on. He loses like half a foot in height as he like sags in relief.
Do not worry. I believe, for the most part, the city is safe.
We should get moving.
A good idea. Yeah.
Indeed. Let us move.
Moving through the city, you leave Lawrence behind you once more, back into the promenade.
You mean Alexander?
What was that, sorry?
You said we leave Lawrence behind us. I assume you meant Alexander.
I said the Warrens.
Sorry. My
Cheeky
mind's been a
bugger.
little fritzy all day.
Silly sausage. Get your head, lock in. Honestly, just lock
I'm
in.
locked in as fuck.
Gotta lock in right now.
Dude, I'm so locked in.
I hope so. If you're not, then I'm locking you out of the
Yeah.
house. Do not come back in.
The
We're
amount
getting a
Whoa,
divorce.
the amount of stress I'm under right now for this fucking section.
Just for this section? God, I can't
okay.
wait for you to find Ithirath Jr. at the end of this.
I will murder that infant.
Anyway. Back into the promenade, leaving the Warrens behind. Alexander's still with you.
Splendid.
You follow the address to the final destination. It's a rather tucked away part of the promenade. Very much off the main road. And even from a distance, you can tell, yeah, this place is abandoned. Or at least it looks to be abandoned. Windows have been shattered and boarded up, likely from the Scourge, during the time of the Scourge. Perhaps before, if there were hooligans about, but in all likelihood, this place was condemned. You can see that it's been left to rot, basically, for a good long while. Vines scurry up walls. You can see some of the roofing's a bit out of place. See some tiles have fallen off and smashed on the ground. It's in a rough old state, this place.
Bit roughshod.
Bit roughshod. If you'd like a good idea of how that looks, then I suggest we have a bloody look at Albert Rodeo, I reckon.
What?
What? What? What the hell?
Oh. Oh, got the fog of war.
Yeah, you can see this place is.
Hmm.
This is a really small thing. It's very funny to me that Carlos's token is legitimately smaller than Perseus.
Hush.
Yeah, that's just how it's been.
Sorry, just
Yeah.
I noticed it like even from all the way zoomed out, and it just
It is like that.
It do be that way. It has to
I've
be
learned
said.
to live with it.
So
What you get for
like
being
essentially the entire time we're here, unless I'm doing some other concentration spell that would interrupt it, Percy's
Sure.
detect magic
Detect
is
magic.
on like a fucking spider sense essentially right now.
Okay. Yeah, let me just to visualize that. Let's do a little bit of this action, I reckon. So it's a 30-foot radius, right?
30-foot radius from me, yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You can make that a little more transparent.
Yeah, I will. Don't you worry. Let me just attach that to you first.
Splendid. Realistically, we only really need the outline, yeah.
Yeah.
Should we just like knock?
Can I think it might be better if we scope it out first. I would like
Oh,
to...
I've probably got a handy dandy little utility spell that can help with that. Probably.
Probably.
There are plenty of handy dandy utility spells.
I am opening up all of the ones that I have that might be useful.
I am just also while Carlos does that,
Mm-hmm.
Percy's gonna like have his spear out in front of him, and just sort of like rest his forehead on it and go, "Any of the assassins nearby?"
Not that I can feel, worthy wielder.
Good. Thank you.
I'm going to cast Arcane Eye.
Arcane Eye. I had a feeling that might be what you were referring to. Let me bring
I'm
up the description.
I can probably assume what it does from its name.
It's pretty much just a security camera that I can move around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Visible
You're the
magic
drone
eye
operator
hovers in
for
the
our
air.
SWAT team.
Mentally receive information from the eye, which has normal vision and dark vision out to 30 feet. The eye can look in every direction. As an action, you can move it up to 30 feet in any direction. There is no limit to how far from you the eye can move, but it can't enter another plane of existence. A solid barrier blocks the eye's movement, but the eye can pass through an opening as small as 1 inch in diameter.
Mm-hmm. Fucking powerful, underrated spell.
So you have a tiny little eye with the consistency of a squid.
Yep.
Flying around
And
with
no one can see
360
it.
vision.
Fourth word of the description, it's invisible.
Banger.
Let's call
Damn,
this.
that is fantastic.
Yeah.
It is detectable by detect magic, but that's it.
So Percy's like,
yeah. The moment
probably like,
that it appears beside Carlos, you immediately detect the divination magic, and you can, I think, no, you can't actually see it because it's invisible.
Yep.
if you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic.
Yeah, so you have to be able to see it, and you have to use an action. But since it's invisible,
it's pinging on radar.
You know that within your area there is illusion magic now. Not illusion, divination.
Divination.
That's the one.
If we're being specific, it's probably a bit of both, but
It'd probably be better both if we're going to be specific, yeah. It would contain aspects. Let me make sure this has, yep, 30 feet vision. Okay, so you can move it as you wish.
Excellent. I'm just gonna do it once around the house on each level,
Yeah.
and just I guess let me know if I see anything through the windows.
All these windows seem to be boarded up. You
Cool.
could squeeze them through there. Absolutely. There's
Oh,
enough
excellent.
space that you can. You can also see, over on this side, these windows have not been boarded up. This looks to be what was once a greenhouse.
Okay, cool.
I can faintly see inside there.
I'm getting Death House vibes.
I would never sully
You
myself.
absolutely would.
I have never. Not really. Not properly. I hate Death House. No, I don't. It's not good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go around on each story as well.
Yeah. Up on the second story, the first floor, actually, you can see, yep, there's a balcony area, 2 balcony areas, in fact.
Mhm.
Once again, all boarded up. There is a chimney, which is another entrance that you could fit through with the arcane eye.
Yep. I'm gonna Santa Claus my way down the chimney.
Gonna Santa Claus your way down the chimney. Now, let's see here. It's not gonna like me doing this. Can I copy and paste? No, I want it pasted in here. Yeah. On the first floor, you enter out into this room. Looks to have once been a study. Immediately, you notice dust everywhere.
Yeah,
It's
abandoned.
thick and heavy. It looks quite abandoned. There is some.
It's alright.
There is some papers left on the desk. There's an inkwell which has long since dried. The papers
I'll
don't look to be of great importance.
Yeah.
Looks to be the original correspondence of the person who lived here. Talking to this noble or that noble about this luncheon or that gala. It's rather
Okay.
benign.
Yeah,
Nothing
I'll give them a
catches your eye.
cursory look, but
Yeah.
ultimately, not what I'm looking for.
No. Sure. I say you can probably squeeze through underneath doors.
Okay, cool.
blended.
So you move through into there. Into a library. Yeah, you can see a number of mirrors. A few of that one has fallen over, some have cracked. You can see the window over here is much more poorly boarded up. See some stones have been thrown in, likely by some kids. Damn teenagers.
Damn hooligans.
Damn bloody hooligans.
Bloody youths.
Number of books. I would actually like for you to make a perception check for me up here.
I can do that. I'll just let you know, my passive investigation, if it's helpful at all, is 23.
Jesus Christ. Look. Jesus
Just
Christ.
so you know, perception, that is going to be 21.
21?
Yep, 18 plus 3. baby.
21, that's a pretty good roll.
That is a pretty good roll.
Can confirm.
Damn.
You notice in this room, the dust has not settled as thickly. Who's to say why?
I will.
But there's
I will
definitely a
relay
whole
this
lot less in here.
information. I'm relaying everything to Percy.
I would
because
imagine so.
He's the PI.
Who's the PI?
I'm just the eye.
You're just the eye.
There's no traces of like footprints or anything.
Not that you can tell.
That's okay. Good to know.
But yeah.
I can't really thoroughly search things with like my hands, move things with the arcane eye, so
No, you can only look.
yeah, it's only for surveillance.
Yeah. You can only
But I'm going
notice
to
so
get
much.
the layout of the house at the
Yeah.
very least.
You can go through that door there.
Good.
See, this opens up into yeah, just upstairs foyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much to say. See some suits of armor. See a tapestry on this wall here. Looks to have rotted quite a bit.
Is this as dusty as the library or the office?
In here, make another perception check for me.
Will do. 5.
5.
Check to be perception and
It's a really big room. It's hard to tell.
It is. It's pretty difficult to
It's
tell.
hard to tell.
Actually,
Also, with all
now
the
that I think
carpet.
about it. Oh, impossible.
It's just impossible. With the arcane eye, you need to take a closer look with your own bloody eyes.
Yeah.
And there's just the
Alright.
way you came.
Yep.
Through here, you enter into a bedroom.
Oh.
It looks more like doesn't look like the master bedroom.
Yeah, just sort of a secondary or tertiary.
Yeah, could be a guest room. Who can say? In there, little
Yeah, a
bathroom.
little bathroom.
Little bathroom.
All right. What's over this side?
So this bloody side. In here,
Oh, another
Mirroring.
little bathroom. Cool.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This very much looks like the master bedroom.
Got a little study up there as well.
Got a little study, yeah.
Anything of note in the study or any sort of sign of presence?
Make a perception check, please, and thank you.
Natural 20 for 23.
Well, with that,
If it wasn't for that little 2 for the second one, then I'd be getting pretty lucky, but...
very much so. Dust has been disturbed in here. You can see, in fact, the mildewy carpet has rather helpfully left behind footprints of many people walking in and out here. Walking over here, where you just spot it underneath that crate, that box. See that there?
Uh-huh.
That's a trapdoor.
Oh, you cheeky devil.
Oh.
You can't fit through there. It's tightly closed.
Uh-huh.
Well less than an inch room, but
Cool.
you can see that.
Good to know. All right.
And it looks like this has been moved back and forth, even recently, perhaps.
Well, that's something of note that's been found.
Oh, I forgot I can't draw like a little marker there.
Do you want me to X marks a spot for you?
Yes, please.
What does Wyoming Jones always say? X never ever marks the spot.
Never once has it ever marked the spot.
Never.
Ever.
Boom. Exception to every rule.
All
Exception
right.
to every rule.
Rules are made to be broken, guys.
Exactly.
Except for the D&D rules.
Except for the D&D rules, we never break those.
Well, seeing as the rule is the DM can break the rules whenever they want.
That is quite literally it, hey?
Yeah.
It's like, here are the rules, but also if your DM doesn't want to do that, then they don't.
Ooh, got some.
Looks to be a kid's
More
room
bedroom
and
action
a
in here.
playroom. Yeah.
I'm not going to check the playroom. That'd just be weird.
Just be weird. You get some creepy vibes in there, to be honest.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to head down to the bottom floor, and then I'm going to give it a look around, and then...
Absolutely. Let me... Boop. There you are.
Brilliant. Oh, Cerberus statues.
You can see in those two rooms there.
There's no magic from coming from those.
Not that you can tell.
Cool.
Oh, little loo there.
Little loo in a closet. A closet,
Alright.
rather.
Closet.
I can't help it.
There it is.
I can't help it, okay?
Honestly, I love it, Will. Never
Thank you.
changed.
Thank you, I won't, actually.
Skeletons in the closet, my favorite.
Skeletons in the
chapter.
closet. It's where we keep the claws.
Absolutely.
A set of them, one might say.
Indeed, one might say.
Oh, there are a couple doors here.
Yeah, a couple
You know,
doors.
as they say in the West.
Little sitting room.
All right. Any secrets in here?
Why don't you make a bloody...
Checking the nooks and crannies.
Why do you make a bloody perception?
Another bloody 2, which makes 5.
Yeah, you can't really tell.
It's difficult, you know. There's just so
It's
much
really
dust.
dark in this room as well.
I can imagine. I can actually picture the darkness.
In fact, you should have rolled that at disadvantage.
Oh well, you know what? I'm going to.
Yeah, see if you roll a
I-
1.
Believe it or not, rolled higher.
There you go. That's a shame.
Ooh,
In through
this
here.
looks fancy. Little
Yeah.
gallery.
Bit of a gallery.
Are these statues particularly creepy looking, or just sort of?
They're a little creepy, it has to be said. From reading the plaques, these look to be prominent figures from Highmore's past.
Oh, gotcha.
This guy here being fucking stared at by the angel is the old Duke, the one who passed from the Scourge.
Oh, okay. So fairly recent.
Yeah.
Good to know. I feel like this room's got secrets. I want to make a perception check to see if I can unlock said secrets.
I'd love you to try that.
There's the natural one. Nope.
Nope. Yeah, absolutely no secrets to be found, I reckon.
Yep. I think we're gonna have to check that one out for ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, well.
But that's alright, there's a door leading directly in.
It's easy to find.
Easy access.
Go down there.
Oh,
It's a little entertainment area.
lovely little space.
Yeah.
Ew.
God bless.
Are there any sort of dust displacements on the piano keys that indicate a secret code?
You know what I'm going to ask. You already know.
I'm already rolling, mate.
Good. You love to hear it.
14.
It doesn't look like anybody's used the piano in a while. The cover's actually down.
Shucks. I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible
Yeah.
because it's just sort of me doing my own thing.
Fair. In through here, you
Ooh,
find
little
a
kitchen.
This door you find here, very secure. It is
Okay.
a steel door. There is very little gap, not enough gap for you to go through.
Cool. No problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
Can we mark that as well, please?
We can most certainly mark that as
Absolutely.
well.
Is there any way you can mark it over the fog of war?
I absolutely cannot do that.
Okay, fair enough.
Percy,
Mhm.
that's where the trapdoor is, this same room.
What?
Oh!
Trapdoor is up there,
It leads into this space.
Ooh.
and it does lead into this space. That is
How
the mirror.
curious.
Curiouser
and
curiouser.
Oh my god.
And yeah, last but
Yeah,
not
the little
least,
greenhouse.
little greenhouse. See
And
an
this
impish
just
looking
leads
statue.
back.
This is a painting.
Oh. Oh, was there another door in the foyer that I missed?
No.
Huh. Alright then.
That's a triptych.
Gotcha, okay, right. Well, I think the arcane eye is done. I'm going to keep it up for the
Sure.
duration, but...
Concentration.
yeah,
But otherwise,
for the
lasts for an hour.
constitution. Yeah. I'm going to keep it up, but continue on through my own eyes, I guess.
Sounds like a bloody plan, Stan.
Alright, Percy, what are you thinking? You thinking main entrance or around the side? Smash a window, maybe?
I don't like the sound of most of this place, but if there's a secure room you weren't able to get into, that might be our best bet.
There's no one in there, alright? Unless, they're hiding away in the secret areas, which they're probably there, but I reckon we go around the side and then sort of weasel our way in, find our way into that secure area.
All right.
Brilliant.
Okay. So where are you going in from?
I'm going over to the statue room and I am going to
Is a window over here?
oh, there is a window over
Oh
there.
yeah, that's a door.
But there's also a door here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not locked.
Alright. Too easy. I'm gonna go in. Actually first, oh no, I've duplicated him, whatever.
It's mitosis.
No. Oh
Um,
no.
As I have moved closer,
Yeah, I was gonna say, Percy, check the statues.
I have I been getting any pings on my radar?
As a matter of fact, Percy,
Mm-hmm.
you do detect some illusion magic.
Can I spend my action, an action, 6 seconds to like hone in on it so I can see where it would be coming from?
You can absolutely do that. You'll have to step into the room though. Because you have to be able to see the object.
I assume it's not in this line of sight then.
Doesn't seem to be.
We're going in anyway.
You got this, Percy.
Going in anyway. Stepping on in. Stepping inside. Spending an action. Do you know what is highlighted?
Mm-hmm.
This statue here, the one of the old Duke.
Ooh.
It's
Statue's got illusion.
You notice, Percy, that the pedestal is not highlighted. It's just the statue of the person himself.
Just the statue.
Just the
The base is
statue.
real.
Base is real, so it seems.
Relay that to Carlos and take another step in with spear out at the ready to give him space to come in behind.
What are we gonna do about it?
Is this the door?
Yeah, that's the door.
Is your arcane eye getting anything from the foil?
Nah,
Now
seems
activated.
seems clear. What are we gonna do about this statue?
Ooh. I'm trying to think if I've got anything that I can. You know what? I'm just gonna go like here. And he's not gonna touch it personally. He's gonna like hold the very end of the spear and like poke it.
Poke it? Yeah. I'd like you to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, what's happened?
Well, as you go up to poke at Percy, suddenly your brain almost pauses for a moment as the illusion kind of melts and turns into a woman, familiar woman, grabbing onto your spear and trying to grab onto your face.
Jesus.
Fuck, it's her. Is it her? I
It's
don't
bloody
know.
her.
Who is her?
Just did my poke? No, she grabbed the spear before it stabbed.
I got a
Stabbed
dirty 20, by the way.
Dirty 20.
I got a fucking 8.
Oh, jeez.
You know what? I love the consistency.
I hate it, actually.
I can only imagine.
Oh fuck! Actually, you know what? I've read that wrong.
You've
I
read
got
that
a
wrong.
5.
Luckily for
I
you,
th-
doesn't matter.
I thought I had. Yeah. No. Okay.
She is indeed going to try and grasp right onto your face. Yeah. What else is there to say? That's going to be a 23 to hit.
That does so.
I probably should get my dice, shouldn't I? Where I need 2 more d10s. A 1 and a 2. That'll be 23 psychic damage,
Oi.
and your speed is now reduced by 10 feet until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
And then she's going to look at you, Carlos. She's going to make the same attack, except ranged. 24 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Is she not threatened?
Why would she be threatened?
Because I'm right next to her.
You're right, you are. I'll roll again. I rolled higher, so...
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, Carlos. I tried.
Don't worry, it doesn't go to that. So you're so good. You're so good. 15, 23, 24, plus 7. So 31 psychic, and your speed is reduced by 10, Carlos.
oh, brilliant!
And guess what? She actually has 3 of those attacks, so she's going to do 1 more against you, Percy.
Fuck.
What's your armor class again?
19.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Yeah.
As she misses, she's going to look you deep in the eyes, Percy. As her hand, at one point was, grasping onto your face, now almost is soft and comforting. And I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at these.
Good at these. Come on, Percy.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Oh, also, Carlos, you do as well. It's each enemy that can see her.
Sorry, what's this?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, gotcha.
Ah, yes. Okay, that's a 24.
24 succeeds handily.
I am not so lucky. I got a 15.
15 does not succeed handily. Percy, no effect.
Yep.
Carlos, as she moves her gaze onto you, you can see this almost comforting look in her eyes, as though she's sharing a grief of yours. And just in the corner of your vision, you see them. Your wife and daughter. And they almost call from you, from that great beyond, ushering you to come closer, reunite with them. You are overwhelmed for grief for 1 minute, and you can repeat the wisdom save at the end of each of your turn. Until then, all attacks against you are made with advantage.
Brilliant.
She cast PTSD on you.
She cast PTSD on you.
Damn.
And as a bonus action, she's going to teleport over here. Poof! She disappears in this puff of smoke. Actually, more like mist, almost a fog, which dissipates as it disperses across the ground and appears across the room.
It's like she took a very misty, step through
Very
space.
misty step.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Whoa.
That was crazy once.
Crazy. I was
Oh,
crazy.
dear God.
They locked me in a room.
A rubber room. A rubber room with Carlos, because it's his turn next.
Well, we're not your enemy, all right? We just want to talk. And remember, like a fair few sessions ago, Will, when we were in the Astral Sea fighting Kalian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Gaius,
No.
and I'm gonna say, "Don't harm us. Surrender."
That's what's a wisdom save?
It is a wisdom save.
Thankfully, since that is a spell / magical effect, she has advantage.
I can relate.
Can't relate. That is going to be wisdom 20.
That is my DC.
Just saves. Just.
Your DC is 20?
My DC is 20.
It has magic
How the
items.
Fuck.
Magic items, bro.
I'm kind of goaded. Well, no, it's just.
I'm not min-maxing enough.
You're not min-maxing enough. Yeah, like, honestly, Carlos is really well optimized now.
Honestly, the change to Bard it fixed all of his problems.
It fixed all his problems.
Damn.
Luckily for you, that did not count as an attack, so she won't do anything. Yeah.
And then nope, that's it.
That's it.
That's definitely.
That's all she
it.
wrote.
Oh, actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna give Percy a bardic inspiration die. That is a D10, and as I do that, my firearm is going to change shapes into sort of a steampunk assault rifle.
I see. Very good. I assume that will be the end of your turn then?
That is now the end of my turn.
Percy, because I forgot, same for you, Carlos, con saves from you both for concentration.
Alright, cool.
Oh yeah, I'm technically detecting magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Mine is a failure. Arcane Eye is gone.
Mine is a 17.
17 succeeds,
Fuck yeah.
I think. How much damage did you take?
24.
24. Did I target you twice?
You did, but you only hit me once.
But I only hit you once. You're quite right. Yeah, that's right. I did Carlos for a lot of damage. Yeah, you are good, Percy.
Cool.
For now. In fact, you're so good, it is your turn.
Just before he does anything, he's just going to go, Vivian, I just need to talk. Am I trying to convince her?
You want to... Would you like to spend your action to make a persuasion check?
I do.
You do?
I do. I have a +8 to these, so I do.
Okay. Roll away then.
Okay. Come on, dice. Let's do this. I have a +8 and bardic inspiration on a D10, surely. Okay, 25.
25.
Do I bother with the bardic inspiration, or do I save it?
That's up to you.
If I succeed, I don't need it anymore anyway. If I fail, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it. This needs to work.
All yours.
Okay, so would I say 25?
Yeah, 25. That's what you rolled.
25, that goes up to a 32.
32. Okay. Will that be your turn then?
And then I may also... Oh, actually... Yes, that's my turn.
Okay. 32.
I'm good at this.
You're good at this. As you both scramble to try and solve this peacefully, you have this desperation in your voice, Percy, born from everything that's happened these past few weeks.
Yep.
You're just tired of the fighting, and it comes through quite clearly. So much so that Vivian hesitates, and you can see an almost sadness enter her eyes. I'm sorry, Percy. I truly am. I did not wish this to happen, but I have no choice. And she's going to spend her action, and she is going to disappear.
Fuck. Alright, we've got to get to that hidden away area. Lickety split.
Percy's just gonna double check the base that she was standing on, make sure it's not like a trapdoor itself or anything.
No. What you can see is that the statue that was here broke off ages ago.
Yeah, she was just sort of filling space.
She was filling space. As well, Percy, because you have Detect Magic up, you would know when she disappeared, there was a spike of transmutation magic.
Like after or when she disappeared?
When she disappeared. The moment of her disappearing, it was
Transmutation.
That's
transmutation.
teleportation for you.
Is that a transmutation spell?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah, all teleportation magic is transmutation.
oh, I thought it was. Conjuration.
No, conjuration summons things. Conjures.
I could have sworn dimension.
Opposite effect.
Yeah, dimension door is conjuration.
Conjuring a
But that's 'cause
dimensional
I'm
door.
Creating a door.
Mm.
Yeah, okay.
Not actually
that's where
teleporting yourself.
It's
Yeah.
a special case.
It's making a portal, not warping somewhere. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
That's alright. Very good. Wish to continue on?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. As we go into the building, Percy's just going to like stop Carlos before he exits the door.
Get back here.
And just say, just stick by me. If anything jumps at us, I'll intercept.
Oh, I've got my own personal guard. I'm not going to complain. Come on, dream team, let's go. I reckon we go upstairs and head over to the trapdoor.
Agreed. Yeah, Percy's just basically going to stick within 5 foot of Carlos at all times.
As you're
as
walking
we head up.
into this room, into the main foyer,
Mm-hmm.
you sense illusionary magic once more, Percy.
Motherfucking.
Shh. Let's pretend we don't notice. Should I fireball the fuck out of this place?
Yeah, honestly, we don't care about this building.
Oh. Wait, you're serious? Are we doing this?
We can leave
Jesus
at any time with
Christ.
Dimension Door.
I also have Dimension Door.
Fuck it, go for it.
Alright, back into the statue room. You go back into the statue room. You go back.
Get the fuck back there. Get the fuck back there.
Oh.
Yeah,
I guess I'm filling this room with fire.
filling it with fire. Yeah. Let's have a look here.
Percy's gonna like flinch at the noise, but like motion for you to keep going. He's not gonna like interrupt the verbal component or whatever. Just
Of course it has that, not that. Okay, let
A
me roll
flinch.
this instead.
what's the house's HP at, Will?
Honestly, having just rolled, the house kind of resists a lot of the fire. There's a brief moment where, the carpet lights up. Say some other small bits, cobwebs, stuff like that. But then, only a few seconds after, it clears away. The actual wood itself does not catch a light, strangely. Honestly, barely looks singed.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. Curiouser and curiouser.
I say we keep going and we just... Ah, shit. I want to fucking find her.
Yeah, I think we just head upstairs.
Sure.
I think that's a plan.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh,
Ooh, walls.
why did that happen? Ah, I see. It's because of this.
I'm
Whoa.
gone.
Oh,
I've disappeared.
you haven't actually, but some fucky wucky things are happening right now.
Something is fucky wucked.
Oh.
Are those the bell
okay.
gargoyles on the roof?
Apparently, actually, yeah.
I swear to fucking God, if
there we are.
I haven't even beat the Bell Gargoyles in the game yet. If you make me fight them here, I'm going to kill myself.
I love Dark Souls 1. I love
I
that game more than life itself.
I am struggling through it, dude.
It is such a fun game. I want
It's
to do challenge runs.
It's so old.
No,
And I mean that in a design sense.
yeah, you're not wrong. Also, I want to hitless it. I feel like that would be fun.
A what?
Hitless.
Oh shit! I didn't hear you properly. Hitless is insane. Good luck.
As you're going up, and you're going up to this door.
Mhm.
Let me just check to make sure that's right. Yes, it is right. Sadly, with only a meager passive perception of 15, Percy, and Carlos even lower, you do not feel the hands grasping on your neck until they are squeezing tightly, Percy,
Oh dear.
as the suit of armor behind you disappears and is replaced by Vivian.
I didn't get any detect magic.
No. Strangely.
Fuck.
Something strange happening here. Holy shit, I rolled bad. Holy
Yes.
shit, bro, with advantage.
Yes.
It's going to miss, actually.
Yes.
5 plus 12?
No.
Misses. Somehow, Percy. Somehow, you just duck out of the way. It's that shout of warning in your head from the spear. It just came in just the nick of time, and you stammer forward into Carlos a little.
Hmm.
And shall we use the same initiative roll as last time? Come on, guys. Surely.
Gladly.
Can I try again?
Let's try again then. Come on, let's roll initiative.
Do you want me to as well?
Go on then.
I still got good. I actually got better. I got
So did
22.
I.
Please, dice. I need this. Give
In fact,
me
rolled quite well.
any
Natural 20.
Just give me. You know what? I'll take any double digits at this point.
Double digits. Come on, double digits.
Let's go. I am going to kill myself. That is a 7.
Oh no.
I'm going to fucking kill myself.
That's. Ooh, I know.
This is ridiculous.
I'm gonna give you a magic item that gives you advantage on initiative at some point. I swear
Thank
to
you.
God.
But I'm still gonna roll fucking single digits.
Maybe you'll roll higher. Single digits.
Okay, I just need to take the alert feed. I
Just
swear
need
to
to take
fucking
the
God.
alert. I actually got a natural 20 in my initiative, so I did really good. Thanks.
I
Thanks for
got
letting me roll again.
22.
22, yeah.
No worries, Will. Glad I could be of assistance, Will.
So those are rounds of surprise. That would be her turn. Rounds of surprise, I believe, means you can't take actions. I'm not too sure. I can never remember with surprise.
Well, did she not already take her action when she tried
Yeah,
to
that was-
strangle him?
Oh, she's got a multi-attack, that's right. Thanks for reminding me.
You're so welcome.
There, thanks, Carlos.
You'll
Fucking
live. We
buzz.
both have healing spells. Actually, I don't have any prepared. I lied.
I actually don't think I have any either.
Okay,
Well, we'll be fine.
so so you're both surprised.
Yeah.
So for the first round, you can't take an action or move.
By an action, do you mean specifically actions, or bonus actions and stuff?
Well, I said action, not bonus action.
Or something.
And you
This is
can't
true.
take any reactions until that turn ends.
Okay.
So she's going to try and hit twice. 2 more times, rather. That will hit you, Percy.
Mm-hmm.
How long does that last? Only lasts for a minute, so that doesn't last on you. I'll try on you, Carlos. 21?
21 will hit.
I thought it might. 26 against you, Percy. 26 psychic. And Carlos. 26 as well.
Oh.
That'll be her turn. Next up is you, Carlos. You can only take a bonus action. She's also going to. She's going to bonus action. Teleport over here. Yeah. Can only take
No
a bonus
movement,
action.
correct?
No movement.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm just going to inspire Percy again.
Okay, yeah. You do so. Percy, it is your turn. No action, no movement, but you are inspired with a bonus action.
I'm going to mark her with my Hexblade's Curse.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Bam. I don't have to roll for that. She's just marked.
She is indeed just marked. Let me...
And that's it, essentially, yeah.
Sure. That will be the end of your turn. You can both now take reactions for what it's worth.
Splendid.
Brilliant.
Let me just check. Hexblade's Curse. You can indeed see her. She was within 30 feet, funnily enough. Okay, that's all it does. Okay, perfect. Just gonna make 3 more attacks. 1 against you this time, Percy, which will be a 15 to hit, which will miss. And then 2 against you, Carlos, because fuck you.
I'm sure.
22 and 28.
Both hit.
Funnily enough.
Jesus Christ.
Might go down here.
I'll just do them both all in one. It's going to be 49 damage all up.
I am down.
You drop unconscious just as you were reaching for that handle. Just. Yeah, that will be the end of her turn. Carlos, death saving throw for me, please.
Alright. I will DM you the verdict.
Oh, please do. Noted. Percy, it is your turn. Everything you can do. Everything she can do, you can do better, probably. Surely?
Hopefully. Alright. Fuck. I'm just checking my features for something.
Fair? Please do so.
Where are you? I just saw you. Where the fuck are you? It was literally right there. What the fuck?
Bro's fucking wigging out.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action Relentless Hex teleport up to her.
Sure, yeah.
So, womp.
Womp.
And as I appear, just going to Divine Smite. Boom. Right into her.
Very good. Roll to hit for me, please.
Come on. This is a twofold thing that I'm doing here. This is a Oh, let's go. Okay, so that's a 19 plus 8, 27.
Very much hits.
Oh, actually, she's my Hexblade's Curse, so that's a crit as well.
It's a crit. She's going to use her reaction, slip away. She disappears. Whomp.
Did the smite hit?
Nope.
Fuck. Can I detect where she went?
You once more detect transmutation, and that's it.
Because she slipped. Oh, I would have used the smite, wouldn't I? William?
What about smite?
Would that have used my smite?
No, because it's something you do after.
Okay. Cool.
So
Cool.
that does not use up any spell slots.
Excellent.
Right? Yeah,
my
no,
bonus
you don't have to
action-
declare smite before attacking.
Okay, cool. In that case, I think that's all I got.
Very good. Yeah, she's disappeared. Carlos, not disappeared. In fact, suffering greatly.
Head over.
You can see he's just on the ground. You can see a tear has rolled down his face, and he's looking quite pale.
Hand to his chest. Lay on hands.
Lay on hands. Carlos, you wake up.
Oh,
Fi-
fuck.
15 points of healing.
Take that, little man.
Ugh. You know, I just realized we can kill this bitch and we can make her talk.
I need her to talk before she dies, but...
I can make her talk after.
Right, yes, of course. It seems both of us are required to fight. Percy's just gonna like tap his forehead with like the shaft of the spear a couple times to like psych himself up.
If I stay alive long enough, I can deal some fucking damage.
Okay. I don't have anything helpful for you now. I may be able to do heroism, but that is only 4 hit points per round.
Save it. We'll find some other way.
Okay. Okay. My Hexblade's curse allows me to, what is it? Relentless Hex. I can magic. Oh, I have to be able to see it. Never mind.
Yeah, funny that. Maybe I went to check that. Maybe I was having a little look around your character sheet. Maybe I was having a little look-see.
Maybe if I could just whomp into the room with her.
That'd be
I
the
have
dream.
locate creature prepared.
Well, I think we both already know where she is.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of surviving our next encounter.
I mean, yeah. Shall we move this thing out of the way?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
I'm
simple
gonna
enough
check
to
it for
move.
traps.
You want to check for traps? Investigation check for me, please.
That is going to be a 31.
31.
Holy shit.
You see nothing of traps.
While he does that, I'm gonna use one of my divine senses,
Sure.
which essentially
Celestial, fiend,
any
and
any
undead
celestial, fiend, undead, or anything
within 60 feet.
affected by the Hallow spell.
The Hallow spell.
I don't know what it does.
Oh, the Hallow spell. Actually, let me check.
Basically, desecrates or consecrates some area.
I'm aware. That's why I'm checking.
Another DM spell.
Another DM spell. I hate DM spells. As a player and a DM. In fact, Percy, you know what? Right below your feet and below the manor itself, you sense a deep desecration. It tastes foul and metallic on your tongue, almost like blood.
Christ, what is she doing down there?
I don't feel comfortable charging into danger in my current situation. He
No.
says, bloodied and bruised.
Yeah, as bloodied and bruised. You've just finished examining. You're kind of leaning up against this dresser here, Carlos. Just catching a breath when, just by happenstance, you just glance to your left to this mirror on the dresser. Vivian is standing right behind Percy.
Hmm?
You turn around quickly, but there's nothing and nobody there.
And I'm not getting anything.
No, you can only see this through the reflection.
Fuck.
She's still there in the reflection?
She's still there. You can see she is currently squaring up behind Percy, arms about to reach around his neck once more.
Vivian, if you can hear us, we're not looking for a fight. We just want to talk.
Her eyes glance up to yours in the reflection, meets them, and then she walks away.
Percy's just like looking around now, like confused as all shit. Is she somewhere here?
I saw a reflection in the mirror.
What?
Oh, it's gone now, but it was right behind you.
It's just a normal mirror.
I know.
Carlos, I didn't get anything from Detect Magic.
This place is fucking weird. This chick is fucking weird. And I am in a sorry state.
Are there any windows in this room?
Boarded up. But yes, these were once windows. No glass remains in them.
Just like wooden boards?
Just wooden boards. Look pretty rotten, to be honest. Not much of a barrier.
Just going to like stab out the window in a couple of them.
Yeah.
Just like shattering the boards and go, we can't rest in here, but I think we need to stick around.
What do you suggest?
I suggest we take a breather. Both of us can dimension door here when we need it. I say we collect ourselves and then try again.
I know you're right, but I don't like it.
It's either we rest and prepare, or you juggle life and death for the entirety of our upcoming fight.
Yeah, you know what, you sold me. I could do with a short little rest.
Seeing as he's going to get it back from a short rest anyway, Percy is going to dimension door them around 200 feet away from the house in the surrounding area.
Sure.
Just grab Carlos on the shoulder, thwomp.
Yep, you appear off in the outskirts. House is just still in sight, but off in the distance.
Yeah.
And you wish to take a short rest.
Yeah, just sit up against a tree, just nurse our wounds.
Yeah. I'd love to see it.
I am well and truly back to full.
Well, hold your fucking horses there before you be taking
dear.
any short rests.
Oh dear.
Hold your bloody horses.
Uh-huh.
Within minutes of you taking a breather, a mist rolls into the surrounding forest.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what now? Just finished cooking up my bacon.
Percy's gonna get back up, spear at the ready. Is there nothing on Detect Magic?
You can faintly detect just all around you transmutation.
Am I capable of grabbing a bunch of like leaves off the ground and using them to like blow away the mist with my ring of telekinesis?
Yeah, do you want to give that a try?
Yeah, just grab as many leaves from the ground as possible and just like whirl them around us in like
Make a spell casting check.
a spell casting check. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a +4.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how to increase that other than just up my charisma again.
Yeah, that's just your charisma, so
That's it?
yeah, it's just your charisma. Spell attack, you can increase. Spell DC, you can increase, but
Modifier itself is just...
that's just your charisma.
Yeah, cool. Okay. That is a 18.
An 18? Yeah. Focusing in on the ring, you collect a big enough branch with some leaves on it and start fanning away the mist, which, as you do, you fail to realize that someone has appeared right behind you. Someone who is making an attack against you.
Yeah.
Surprise round. Or you are surprised, both of you. I rolled high on my stealth.
Yeah.
Cheers. She's going to make a 1 attack, which is going to be a 20, unnatural. Dirty 20 to hit you.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 26 damage.
Yep.
She's going to forego her next 2 attacks, and she's going to disappear.
Fuck!
I don't think resting's an option.
We are so far away from the house.
Only 200 feet away.
I mean, she can also teleport.
Yeah. But
I
even
think
then,
we just gotta go balls to the walls.
even then, I got nothing on my detect magic for her appearing near us. So something is fucked.
I don't know how we can convince her that we don't mean her any harm.
Well, Ornwell said that she was being pressured by some dangerous people as well. She seemed reluctant, so I don't think
Well,
we're going to be able to.
if she can hear us right now, then we're away from the house where I'm assuming those dangerous people are. So she can talk freely if she wishes.
Yes.
Nothing.
Damn it, really thought that'd work.
Alright. I think we just have to...
Was she always this much of a bitch?
Percy, you do not remember her being like this.
This isn't...
She was just like, mean. She tortured someone. But other than
She
that...
was never nice, but not quite this.
Certainly don't remember having these powers.
And not this powerful.
Interesting. Do you reckon we can just go back in?
I don't think we've much a choice.
No.
Like, unless we chain dimension doors to get, like, 800 feet away from the house. And even then, not sure.
Didn't seem to work well for you last time.
No. Yeah, I think, look, if she's capable of avoiding detect magic and she can sneak up on us like she has been, we are in a not great state, and I think we just need to put some pressure on her.
Very true.
Shall I teleport us in, or shall you?
I'll do it.
Good lad.
I will get us back in.
Yeah. Dimension door.
Yep.
Yup. Yeah. You can go right back in where you left.
I'm gonna open the trapdoor.
Yeah. Push aside the crates, easy enough. They're not particularly heavy. Though they look heavy, but they aren't.
But they aren't.
They very
That's
much
the
are
idea.
not.
Honestly, yeah, just fucking throw them to the side with the ring.
Yeah. And you see that with them pushed aside, it's revealed a very memorable mark on the trapdoor surface, Carlos.
Oh.
You remember distinctly the jagged shapes, that sense of distant gnawing and scratching against walls that accompanies the magic of Mephibonorth, the fallen god. Inscribed onto this trapdoor is one of those runes. The ones employed by the hunters.
Oh dear.
Fuck. Cool session. We both died.
But they killed themselves, right? They're dead, right?
Are we So we're definitely doing this?
Like I said, it's that or we chain teleport out of here and lose track of Vivian.
Is it locked?
As your hand reaches down for it, click. It once was locked.
I'm gonna open it.
Opening it reveals a ladder that goes down and down and down.
All right, Percy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Also, Percy, concentration save.
Oh yes, of course.
DC 13.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
I say rolling a 13.
Lucky. Yeah. You descend down the ladder and into darkness. As you do so, that feeling of desecration that you felt before when you had to focus on with your divine sense, Percy, you and Carlos, you don't need divine senses to feel it. You feel goosebumps spread across your body, and you feel a fell chill has suffused this place. Eventually, descending down far enough. You both have dark vision, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is no light here. You can only see in dim light with tones of grey. You eventually reach the bottom. Your feet land on the floor with a clang. It's a metal floor. It feels unnaturally smooth underneath your feet, almost slippery.
Can I reach out with prestidigitation and see if there's any candles nearby I can light?
No candles within sight or sense.
Fuck. Hand to my chest. I'm going to cast heroism on myself.
Very good.
So, 4 hit points temporary. And I can no longer be frightened.
You can no longer be
using
frightened.
Using that courage.
Funny. I'm glad that you're so courageous. I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Real.
still recommend you stick at least 5 feet near me, but
I'm gonna do that, but also invisible.
But
we
also
move
invisible.
forward. And heroism is concentration, so I am not detecting magic.
Oh, okay. You're no longer detecting magic. Yeah. Okay.
And just investigating what's around us.
You seem to be in a corridor. The floor is the same as the walls, is same as the roof. It's this
Mhm.
same dark, cold metal. Completely smooth. Darkly reflective.
Can I tell what kind of metal it is with my vast experience?
Make. Are you proficient with smithing tools?
No, I'm not.
Then just make an intelligence check for me.
That's going to be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. This looks like no metal you've seen before.
Ooh,
Must be an alloy of some sort you've not encountered.
interesting.
Landed.
I guess we follow the corridor.
Yeah, I guess we keep going.
I guess you do.
How long does it take us to get to the end of the corridor?
Not long. Only roughly 30 seconds. A few dozen
30
feet.
seconds. Cool. Sorry, I'm calculating heroism temporary hit points.
Yeah. Finally, you reach what looks to be a door of some sort. It's almost seamless, but not quite. You can just tell where the door sits within the wall. But there's no handle or anything. There's nowhere to grab onto.
Push it open with telekinesis.
I'm afraid telekinesis does not have the strength to push this door.
How the fuck are we supposed to?
So nothing to lockpick or anything?
No. You can only just see the seams of where the door it meets the door frame. It looks to be a lovely round arch, just very faint.
I'm going to cast knock.
You cast it, and the spell fails.
You gotta touch it.
It's almost as though it slides off the door. It doesn't find anything to grasp onto. It doesn't recognize as anything being there.
I have no idea what's going on. Is there any other way to go?
The only way is forward.
I'm gonna poke the door with the spear.
Sure. Clang clang. But strangely, you think the spear is whimpering. Worthy wielder, I dislike this.
Not alone there, mate.
I don't wish to touch that thing any longer.
What?
What have we gotten ourselves into?
Okay, no, fine. Going to like desummon the spear and summon the assassin's brand instead,
Sure.
and I'm going to stab at the door.
Doof! Bounces off, doesn't even leave a scratch.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Though you do, as you wield the assassin's brand, you almost feel as though a tether, which goes back down the corridor and up the stairs, going out somewhere, you feel through that tether an almost, shall we say, divine sense. as though something grants you a higher sense. Beyond this door reeks the smell of death. Pungent.
You see, like, Percy, like, hold his temple in, like, pain at just how much it, like, is just gross feeling. Christ, what? He's gonna, like, let the assassin's brand meld back into his hand again, hoping that that shuts it off.
Yeah, the moment the assassin's brand sinks back into your skin, the tether disappears from your sight, your vision, your feel, and back into the background.
Any ideas, Carlos?
None.
You've tried spells, you've tried weapons.
I'm just gonna push on the door.
Thank you. Thank you so much. As your hand touches the door, Percy, I'd like a charisma saving throw.
Yep.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
Doing everything I can to not touch this fucking door, and I still end up having to touch the fucking door. Lucky I'm good at these. Like, really good at these, actually. Damn. 21.
21. As you touch the door, your brain kind of falters. Both yours and yours, Carlos. Suddenly, the corridor is well lit, but there's no light.
Ah.
There's something missing. You can feel it. There's something missing. There's something at the corner of your eye. You're not seeing it. You can't feel it, but you know that there's something there. And it's causing you deep anxiety. And Percy, with your hand directly on the door, you almost feel something probing your mind. Curious, innocent, just having a look. It doesn't go deeper, though. And as it examines you, almost head to toe, you feel exposed. It retracts, and on silent hinges, the door swings open.
Percy is gonna full on stumble onto his knees from it, like, falling out from, like, where he was, like, touching it. Just going, oh my god, what was that?
I have no fucking idea, but I don't like it.
Spear, what was that?
Worthy wielder. You can feel the spear's voice is distant in your mind. Quiet, which is something maybe at any other time you would be happy to feel, to hear. But right now, strangely, kind of want the spear's presence there in your mind. It's familiar, it's solid, it's steadfast. But no longer.
He's gonna push himself back to his feet and have a look around.
The two silly sausages want to have a step inside?
Absolutely.
You walk inside and you find yourself in a strange room. It's a dome. Once again, completely made out of this metal. You can't see any seams of where plates have been melded together. It all seems to be just one piece of it. Just one homogeneous thing. And there's a pit. A large, large pit, about 60 feet in diameter, in the center of this dome, which sinks about 20 feet down. All around it, you can see wooden tables, furniture. All of them splattered with blood, covered in gore and discarded limbs and organs. That smell of death is upon you now, and It's bad. I'd like you both to make Constitution saving throws just to withstand it. It's like a wall of it.
17.
17.
Yep, 17.
You both managed to hold your last meal in, but barely. As well, accompanied by the smell of death, there's a caustic scent on the air, almost acidic. And as you step forward past these tables of viscera, you look down into the pit and you see, well, it could only be described as a laboratory. Animals and humans, well, their corpses at least, are arrayed here in rows, but they've very much been tampered with. Metal bars have been shoved through their bodies. You can see many of them are hooked up to these bags, like intravenously, except instead of an IV, you see this glowing green acidic liquid being pumped into their bodies. A very, very familiar one to you, Carlos, and partially to you, Percy. These are proto-Mordrin.
You're fucking joking.
Yes.
You're joking. What?
I'm getting really sick of creepy ass pits.
As you speak, even just a bare husk of a whisper, it echoes throughout this place. And the proto-Mordrin open their eyes. They don't move, they just look up at you. You can see their jaw muscles, whether it be human heads or otherwise, tense. But of course they can't open. They've been wired shut. You can just hear faint moaning, bestial grunts of pain and fear and terror emanating from within their corpses, the cavities of their chests and larynxes.
This place needs to be destroyed.
No, not this place. Footsteps behind you.
Vivian?
If you think this is bad, then you're in for a rude surprise.
What's going on here?
This is an outpost, she says, and you can see the disgust on her face. A minor experimentation ground for them to practice. These are their rejects, their castaways.
Vivian? What is going on? Why are you here protecting these?
Not by choice.
I didn't ask if you chose, I asked why.
And I didn't tell you why.
Who runs this lab?
This one specifically?
This one specifically, and all of them.
I don't know about the rest, but this one, you've met the owner once before.
Oh?
A woman by the name of Vestra Desir.
Oh. That was the woman who claimed to be Lawrence's mum?
Yes. Yeah.
For-
I was gone for the session we fought her. Did we kill her?
She disappeared.
Fuck. Of course she did.
What purpose does this place hold? If it's the rejects, why don't they just get rid of them?
From what I understand, she says, and you can see a very bitter look on her face, Vestra is disliked by her comrades, so they gave her this place to do whatever the fuck she wanted.
Oh. Why aren't you trying to kill us right now?
Because my life is already forfeit.
Uh-huh.
Then it doesn't matter what you tell us.
My life may be forfeit, yes, but I still wish to keep my soul.
And I assume helping me doesn't give you that.
No. I've seen what they've done. She walks up past beyond you to the edge of the pit. She pulls just a dagger from her belt and just gently casts it down into the pit. And as it clangs on the ground, the Proto-Mordran all kind of in a wave squirm as though they're of one mind, and yet as they squirm you can see into their eyes there's nothing there. Just emptiness.
What if I told you I could get you someplace safe?
Safe?
Yes, safe.
There's nowhere safe. They've made sure of that.
I'm not talking about anywhere on this plane.
She spins around, grabs you by the lapels, Carlos. I know. You don't understand. They're everywhere. There is not a single shadow in all the realms that they haven't infected.
And that is exactly what we're trying to fucking stop. If you want to put an end to this, you need to tell us what you know.
I don't know much. But I do know where another member resides, one higher up than Vestra. The one I think you know as the Weaver.
This is the same organization.
No. The Web is... Much like this is Vestra's side project, the Web is the Weaver's side project. A hobby. Something fun to do on the side.
But if the Weaver goes, then the web goes with it.
Yes. The Web will collapse without him.
Tell us everything.
You must go north. North beyond Wayminster, to the Everglade Woods. There, you will find a tree. You will know it by this mark, and she lifts up her sleeve to show something carved into her flesh. It's a series of interlocking rings. Once you find it, you'll find what you seek below. Please, that's all I can say.
Vivian. Thank you. You know why I'm here, don't you?
Yes, I know. And I will spare you of the effort. You can leave this place and be assured I won't emerge behind you.
Thank you.
We're sorry for all you have suffered, Vivian. We'll make sure no one else suffers the same.
Only if you survive.
That's the thing about annoying little shit stains like us. We always seem to find a way.
I hope so. I really do.
No, I don't have the right to ask anything of you after this. But I need to know. They said you got out. That you left. Percy's gonna show her the assassin's brand. I need to know how.
She smiles sadly. I am sorry, Percy, but there is no leaving. She rolls up her other sleeve to show a tattoo, and emanating from it are blackened veins.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be that easy.
The only way to escape would be to gain the goddess of death's favor herself, and that won't be happening anytime soon.
Right. Carlos,
Yeah.
I think it's time we left.
Vivian,
Yes?
I want to destroy these things before we leave.
If you wish, they are of no use to them. These are the discarded. I can barely even walk.
So it would be merciful.
There's nothing left to be merciful for, but if it helps, then you should do so.
Yeah, I'm burning them.
Mm.
I don't know how, but I'm going to burn them.
Sure. You stand upon the cusp of the pit, and you hold out your hands and you concentrate for just a few moments, feeling the threads of magic inside you. You wait, passing through them until you feel the thread for fire. And as you gather it, welling all the spell power of fire within you, you unleash it. And it rains down upon these proto-Mordran, bathing them, immolating them. For their mouths are wide shut, they cannot scream, but they writhe. Pain and an ecstasy.
Abominations. Percy, seems like we've got our next destination.
Yes.
Shall we?
We shall. And Percy's gonna clap him on the shoulder and wave a dimension door into existence. But before he walks through, he's going to just turn back to Vivian and just go, I'm sorry.
I know.
And then he's gonna go through.
You step through. You're
Yup.
about to follow
It's-
Carlos. But
Oh,
for some reason you feel like turning around, looking behind you just one last time. And once more you meet Vivian's eyes, and as you exchange glances, you hear her soft voice in your head. And I'm going to send you what you hear.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I get secrets? I've never had secrets before in this campaign.
That is exactly what she tells you.
Oh. Hang on. Clarification.
I could deafen for a sec if you want.
Is that correct?
Does that clarify things for you?
Oh, boy. Okay. Okay. This has turned into the game with the funny little red imposters.
The moment passes, and you turn away from Vivian, who pulls out the assassin's brand and brings it to her throat. As you step through the dimension door, that's where I'm going to end this session.
Holy shit.